Afternoon, gents. Here we are at the Belmont for our final home friendly of the season. Matt, it's been a good pre-season so far. I think we've won 5 and lost 1. How did you see the 6 games we had?
Yeah, I think they've all given us all the answers that we wanted. Even up until today, I thought we just said then we've got loads of out of today's game, irrespective of the results. I think it was a really good way to start pre-season with a team in the league below us, just to blow the cobwebs off, which was a good test. Then we've had some real tough tests against some teams that are going to be in and around the playoffs, or would expect to be in and around the playoffs, with Sheppey, Ashford and Margate. And obviously a real tough fitness-wise test against a really enthusiastic young Gillingham team. And then we followed up with our last game against Red Hill that are going to be, hopefully, again, they would expect to be in and around the playoff areas of Step 5. So I think it's been I think we've planned it a lot better than we did last year, which I know Jamie spoke to the press about. And I think that's helped. It's helped the players, it's helped the group, it's helped the integration of the new players. And I think overall it's been really pleasing. The results, as much as it's a bit cliche, they are immaterial. I think they're great for building morale. I think they're great for building the togetherness of the group, and I think they're great for building a buy-in to how we want to do things. But ultimately, they don't count. And we spoke to the players at half-time, and the manager rightly said that you don't get pre-season. You can have a really good pre-season and start terribly, and you can have a really bad pre-season and start brilliantly. So we've all kind of been through that, whether that be as managers or players, and the players have been through various different scenarios. But overall, we're in a good place with the likes of Granty and Connor and Daltz yet to really feature. We're in a really strong place, and hopefully that can go into the start of next season. But as we saw last year, it is so important of how you finish the season. But we need to start better than we did last year, and I think that's where pre-season, hopefully we can follow up what we've done in pre-season into the start of the season.
Yeah, Coyle, Matt mentioned there about some new players. Obviously, we lost a few from last season. We brought some new faces in. We're so much further than we were at the beginning of last season, where we, I think, had to build near enough a team from scratch. We've had some trialists in. How do you see the guys that have come in? Because to me, it looks like we've got a really good group that's gelling together.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us, obviously we lost 1 game in 28 at the back end of last year. It was to keep the togetherness and the environment as much as the same as we possibly could at the start of pre-season. And we've lost 1 or 2 good players in Harvey moving on, and Ronald, and obviously Jetchy's now injured. But we've added some real good human beings as well. James Miles has come in, Splatty's done really well. We've got some good characters that have added, and I think their performances as well, especially Splatty. I think he's scored near enough every game so far in pre-season. It'd be a massive asset for us, and as Matt said, we're missing some vital players in the whole of pre-season, with Daltz not playing, and Dino, who they're huge players for us last year, and even Connor with his ACL, which we got some good news a couple of weeks ago. It might not be as long as potentially we first thought. So I'm really, really pleased. As I said, the environment for me as a manager is really, really important, and the group dynamics, and we've got a real together group that want to be a lot more successful than we were last year, and carry off or start as we ended last year with the run of results that we had. But yeah, it's really positive, but you can't get carried away, as Matt said. It's pre-season, but if you compare it where we were this time last year to this season, we're in a far superior place than where we were. But we need to make sure that we start and give ourselves a real good chance this year in having a better start in the league.
Brilliant. Thanks, guys. All the best for the season.
Cheers. Thanks, Andy.